How are you all doing today? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to Chelsea Talk Tonight. If you enjoy the Chelsea content, please consider liking and subscribing. Hope you're all having a good day. Let's get into it. Today, I want to talk about the problems in the Chelsea squad. Let's start out with the attack and then work our way down to the bigger issues. So, in the striker role, clearly we have João Pedro, who is just incredible right now. I mean, I think when we signed him last summer, he stepped onto the field, started playing well in the Club World Cup. We all saw what he could be. Under Maresca, I don't think he got enough playing time, or I don't think he was played to the best of his ability, like in the right way, in the way that he needs to play to get the most out of him. Because as we all know now, he's just a player that can add so much to the team. But looking at the problems with the attack is Liam Delap and Mark Yu. Let's start with Liam Delap. When he came to the club, I mean, personally, I was excited. We got him for 30 million, and he's a very physical, in my opinion, fantastic striker, but he just hasn't performed at Chelsea. It's really disappointing because I do see a lot in him, but in the few minutes that he has not really performed for us. And then moving on to Mark EU, I mean, simply he hasn't had enough minutes, but he hasn't performed to any level that can be spoken about or really complimented. Let's move on to the wingers. I mean, if we look at our left wing situation, we have three wingers and yet only one can play, which is disappointing. Last summer we were looking at Jamie Gittins as our starting winger. We got really excited about him. A lot of hype was built around the player because of how explosive he is and the threat that he provides. But he's been out for however long on injury and like unable to really add anything to the team. And so then we also acquired Alejandro Garnacho last summer, who many people were skeptical about, and United fans were very happy to get him off their hands. But at Chelsea, I'd say he's had a good impact. I've been pretty happy with his output. I mean, of course, he got a dry spell for a while there, but I think his performance in general has been on par, if nothing else, with my expectations for him. And then we have, of course, Mikhailo Mudryk. The situation is so frustrating for a Chelsea fan because he got his A sample, which tested positive for doping. And then, B samples, if you look it up, are supposed to be released 7 to 14 days after the original A sample. We are now pushing, like, what is it, a year and a half? It's insane, especially because, like, he released a post recently where he whipped one in the top left, and it was a beautiful shot. But I mean, of course, it's just training. He picked his best shot of the day. Either way, I mean, he's an attacking weapon. He's fast and he can shoot it. So we need that. We need that on the left wing. And then we have in the attacking role, center midfield, we have Cole Palmer. He's Cole Palmer. I mean, we all know him. We all love him. It's been kind of disappointing this season. His groin injury. He took 6 weeks off, but the problem is he was trying to play through it and he was playing at, I would say, 50% of his capacity. So he wasn't really healing and he wasn't really playing well either. So it was a really frustrating situation for all Chelsea fans because, of course, we all want to see him on the field, but at the same time, it's just really not worth it for him to be just re-aggravating it and getting into a worse position. And then for the right wing, we have, of course, Pedro Neto. I've always been a Pedro Neto fan. I've been a supporter of him and what he does for the team. I mean, he's an incredibly fast player, very technical. But I feel like he did so well during the Club World Cup last summer. And this year, it's just been like, yeah, good. Like, enjoyable to watch, but just hasn't been really what he was last summer. And then let's move on to the midfield. I think one of our issue in the midfield is like we have too many good players, which I know sounds dumb, but it's difficult because we have, let's go through Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, Moises Caicedo, Andre Santos, Romeo Lavia. Like it's overpopulated with these really good players, and I think that we can't distribute minutes to them equally or get them on the field enough to really showcase what they have to give to the team. All right, let's move to the defense. We're really sinking into the issues here. All right, with our defense, let's start at left back. Cucurella, phenomenal player. Like, what else is there to say? Absolutely incredible. Runs up and down the field every game, assists with the attack, and is insane on the defense. And then we have Urel Hato to back him up, trying to give him more minutes, develop the young player. He's 19 and he's already gotten captained for his old team Ajax, and he's gotten a cap for his national team, the Netherlands. Left back position, I'm comfortable. We have a great option now, and we have a great option in the future. Right back, I don't want to get into center backs just yet. Right back, we have Reece James, world class player, incredibly physical, incredibly technical. It just baller. And then Malo Gusto, I'd say a lot of people don't rate him very well, but personally, I would. I think, he tracks up and down the field. He's fast. And, you'll always see him making those runs in. He'll pass the ball to whoever it is on the right wing or Cole Palmer in the middle and then run past. And he's got a very good work ethic. And I like what he does for the team. Moving on to the center back situation. It's slightly it's not great right now. I mean, I'd say our best defender is Levi Colwell, and of course, he got injured at the beginning of the season with an ACL tear, which is just so devastating. It's so brutal. And then let's see, we've been playing a lot of, and then I'd say our second best center back at the moment would be Trevor Chalobah. Last season, I didn't rate him very highly, but as I've seen him play more and more, he's definitely grown on me as a player. He's aggressive, which I like. I think it was two games ago. I saw him deliver a solid hip check in the box, and I didn't know if it was going to be a card or a pen, but dude, it was clean, shoulder to shoulder. He likes to stick his foot in there. He just really goes for it. I think he's a good all around player. Of course, he's prone to mistakes, but I mean, all players are. And then Wesley Fofana, I'd say his partnership with Levi Colwell at the beginning of the 2025 season was really impressive. They're both fast, more nimble, more technical defenders than I'd say a Tosin Adarabioyo is. But I mean, he's one, injury prone, and two, I don't think he has the physicality or temperament to really be a starter for us at the moment, or at least a regular starter in all games. And then Benoit Badiashile. This is kind of a difficult one for me because, we bought him in, what was that, 23, 24, something like that. I mean, it's difficult because he's not a starter. He doesn't have the ball distribution or the composure to be our starting center back. I mean, he's still developing. He's still young. I think he's 24. We can sell him or see how he progresses, but I don't think his lifespan is going to be very long at Chelsea if he continues the way that he is. And then moving on to Tosin Adarabioyo. See, I really liked him for a while there because he was friends with Cole Palmer and they had a really good connection. But I don't think he's the guy. I think we have to sell him. He's tall, he adds that physical presence. He can fend off big strikers like Erling Haaland, but he doesn't have what we need. The formation that Chelsea play and the way that we play is a very quick, high passing, high temp kind of game where we control the ball, we pass it around, and we need to be composed, and then we go fast, and then we break up field with Garnacho, with Pedro Neto, or we pass it up to Cole, and he's going to send a ball to João Pedro. And Tosin, he's kind of like a rock. I don't really think he has the quick, I don't know, instinct. I just don't think he's our guy. Now moving to the real issues here. All right. In goal, we start Robert Sanchez. Last summer during the Club World Cup, he won goalkeeper of the tournament, which is incredibly impressive, seeing that he was against Donnarumma or other goalkeepers in the competition who are phenomenal goalkeepers, and he won it. I take off my hat to him, But he's 28. He's been in the Premier League for years and years and years. He was at Brighton. He can't look like a child on the ball. He needs to know how to pass the ball. And we can't give him any more time, in my opinion. Like, we had these conversations last year. Is he the guy? Is he not the guy? This can't be the same conversation every year. And Philip Jorgensen, like, I like him as a second choice goalkeeper, but he's also not the guy. We don't have a keeper who can be our guy at the moment. So I'd say that leaves us with two options. With look outward, look for a new goalkeeper, preferably like splurge, like spend money, because in my opinion, it is where we need to spend our money at the moment. Or just get Mike Penders. Just get Mike Penders from Strasbourg, put him on the field, give him time and reps. And it's okay if he makes a mistake. Just give him time because he can be that guy for us. If you go and watch him, he can be that guy for us. Anyways, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to this video. And please let me know in the comments what you think our biggest problems are as a team, what we need to work on, and any thoughts you have. Thanks.